What is a tax deed application? This is a great question, and this is where the rubber meets the road when it comes to financial independence. What I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to show you when that process is necessary and how it can provide financial independence for you and your family. Again, this is one of those things that very few people out there understand the process of, and by the time you're done with this video, not only will you get what this all means, but I've got a little surprise for you. Once you understand that, I'm going to show you how to outline that so you and your family can take what you learned from this video, so you and your family can apply this and do your first deal in the next 30 to 45 days. Listen, I know I talk fast. I've been doing this forever. Water on a duck back, all that. I'm not trying to be, just like, oh, whatever. If you have a question and you don't understand what I'm talking about, it's not a big deal. All you got to do is type in the comments and say, Sean, you suck. You speak too fast. Well, don't say that. Maybe say you're super fast talking. I don't care what you say. Just say whatever you want. I answer them is my point. Let's have a dialogue. Let's talk about this. Let's get you to your first deal. So let's talk about a deed application. So let's look at this. First of all, what do I just go around and apply for these things? No. Okay, you got to get to the point where you're in the position to file for a deed application. The only way to do that is a property has got to be delinquent on property taxes. Okay, so there's different phases of this. Now, what makes this unique is it changes all over the country. And a lot of people will say, well, why is that unique? Because what it does is it makes it unique to people like you who want to learn how this works, and you go, it's going to be different everywhere. And as long as you start getting some fundamentals, you're going to be good to go. How do we even get to a point where I can apply for a deed due to delinquent property taxes or a deed application fee? This is a non-judicial foreclosure. What it means is this, is a person has failed to pay property taxes for a prescribed amount of time, depending on what area it is. Now, you can't do this anytime on a property, anywhere in the United States, unless the property owner has been delinquent a minimum of 4 years. Okay, that's always the way it's gonna be. Now, they could wait 6 years or 5 years. They could sell it early in 3 years with a redemption period, but the property owner, in order to start a deed application fee, has to be delinquent at least 4 years. See, this can be done anywhere, okay? There's not a unique state for this or what have you. This is the process. So what happens is this. Once a property owner is 1 year delinquent on the property taxes, and only until a property owner is 1 year delinquent on property taxes, can the county choose to, based on state law, yes, this is state law, to sell a tax lien to the public, that is you and me. And they say, we need the money. And we say, what do you need the money for? They say, we need to run our schools. Yes, we need to run schools. We need safety. Yes, we need police officers, firefighters. We need all these wonderful things that make our counties run smooth. Summer camps, the whole 9 yards. We can't print money. We're not the Federal Reserve. So the only way we get our money is if we get property taxes. Been like this for longer than we've been a country. So we pay the property taxes, they provide the services. If we don't like the services they provide, we elect different people or move to a different county. It's as simple as that. That's how it works. But once a property owner becomes 1 year delinquent, we say, well, what are we going to do? Okay, people have hard times from time to time. Most people can get out of these in 2 to 4 years. So what we say is this. They say, we're going to offer a tax lien sale. It's about half of them out there. It says, okay, we want the money right now, so we're going to offer a tax lien so that somebody can come in there, give us the money for the delinquent taxes on that very specific property. Let's say it's $2,000, and we're going to give them an interest rate. Why don't we give them what we were charging, which was 16%, 18%, 20, whatever that is. Okay, typically 18%. So now as the investor, I can sit around and go, yeah, I get 18% when that property owner comes in and pays. They get a time on that too. You can't just sit there, just whenever you feel like it. No. They said, listen, we're going to buy you some time by selling it to the public, but the public's got to get taken care of. If you haven't paid your property taxes within a prescribed amount of time, which is called a redemption period, and that can be I don't know, 6 months on the low side to about 4 years on the high side. They say after that, everybody's kind of giving you the time, we're working with you, but enough's enough. We're gonna go ahead, and they have the opportunity to submit a deed application form. With that, all they gotta do is say, it's time, property owners failed to pay off the property taxes, I would like to go get my deed application inside there. And they go, all right, here we go. And they start notifying everybody that has any financial interest, what's big or small on that property. I don't care if they lent somebody $10 and put a lien against a property or $10 million. Everybody's got to get notified. Hey, this property is being sold because they failed to pay property taxes for the last 4 years. Now, it doesn't have to be 4 years in a row. It could be 4 years ago, whatever combination of that is. Point of the matter is, county wants their money or the investor wants their money. At that point, everybody has the opportunity to protect the collateral that's being used for that loan, and the only way they could do that is to pay the property taxes. So they go down to the county and say, how much is it? Oh, it's $2,000. Okay, let me count them. Okay, here's $2,000 plus, 18%. Geez, okay, 18%. Okay, I'm Mr. Banker and I'm happy I've protected. I get my money as the investor back really quickly, within 5 to 10 business days, plus a substantial interest. Woo, I'm excited. But if that doesn't happen, and nobody comes down to the county, that deed application means that I get the property, and those liens that were placed against that property for collateral no longer exist on that property. You heard it right. So in other words, I would get that property and I would own it free and clear just for a few years of back taxes on this. Okay? That's the power of tax liens and tax deeds, and that's how you make really big money doing this. You've got to do some research, because if I'm just buying a lien on a property, I can assume that they're going to pay the property taxes, but what if it was a property that nobody wanted, so they just don't pay the property tax on? Maybe it was a subdivision where the builder went in there, subdivided the whole subdivision, and then there's a retention pond over there, and it's going to have a tax ID number. It's going to have a parcel number. And the county just accidentally starts calculating taxes on that retention pond that nobody's going to pay the taxes on ever. Then all of a sudden, someone that doesn't know what they're doing looks and goes, oh, look it, I can buy a $5,000 lien on this little piece of property in this $500,000 neighborhood. Ooh, and they put the money up there and they're like, ooh, nobody's redeemed. They go to foreclose and the county's like, what are you doing? That's a retention pond. You're like, buyer beware. So you have to do the research, you have to know what you're doing, and you need to make sure you're buying liens on a property that somebody wants. Otherwise, why would you do a deed application? That wouldn't make any sense whatsoever. This is the importance to knowing the nuances for every market out there. One of the things I don't want you to do is I don't want you to treat this like some big savings account where you just go around and buy them. You've got to know what's going on. And every single state has different laws. Yes, this is actually written in a legal document on every single state out there that says, these are our rules. We can sell liens. There's a 2-year redemption period. There's 18%. We wait 4 years. We sell a deed to get immediate access to the property. We sell it in 3 years. They get a 1-year redemption. Whatever they are, they are. Here's the beautiful thing. Every county can interpret those a little bit differently. So all you have to do is find the little cool nuance in that particular area, and you're off to the races. The great thing is I've been teaching people and I've been investing in tax lien certificates for 30 years. I've seen everything, and I will show you how to see everything. Right now, you're in luck, because I've got a brand new course that I'm going to give to you as my gift for watching this whole video on there. I've got a brand new course that's literally going to walk you step by step through the whole process. Where to find the list, what counties to start with, which ones to stay away from, what are the pitfalls, what are the bonuses, what are the little hidden Easter eggs, so to speak. Just click on the link down below, higginsmethod.com, and I will send you out a complimentary course on how to do this, providing financial independence for you and your family. This is Saen Higgins saying good luck, God bless, and we'll see you there.